the caravans. Such heroism deserves a reward. Come visit our camp in Vol'dun. Kiro had us put together a special gift for you.
The Horde has come to truly value the Vulpera. Thanks to your efforts, you are the most Vulperan Vulpera that I know. Visit me in the Vulpera hideaway in Vol'dun. Kiro had me put together a small memento in appreciation of your efforts. Okay, then. I assume the countdown is hitting any second here. There it is. There's the countdown. That was better.
I have many wares.
So as you can see,
Shop, browse.
my Vulpera, because she's got the Farseer title, I finished the entire Shaman campaign here in Legion on my Vulpera Elemental Shaman. As you can see, I've been rocking this set, which I think really looks awesome with this weapon using the Fist of Ra-Den. I even got, Magatha amongst my followers. So I did basically all there was to do when it came to the campaign stuff.
Take care of yourself out there.
I figure I'll let this take me back to Orgrimmar, because then I can just take the portal to Zuldazar, and then make my way to Vol'dun. So yes, this is the next Heritage Armor I'll be getting. I'm not too crazy about it. I've seen it, I'm just like, meh, it's okay. Honestly, because, I mean, I'll discuss this when we look at the armor a little closer, when I actually obtain it. But I think if my Vulpera was a different class, I think it'd be more appropriate. But a Shaman? But then again, I've always been someone who's been in favor of sets and such that reflect the class you're playing. Or the race you're playing. After all, that's part of the reason these Heritage Armors are a thing. Like when I showed you guys getting the Blood Elf or Tauren Heritage Armor. Heritage Armor that actually means something to the race that you're playing. But then there is the sets like in Legion where they reflect the class you're playing. Like the set she's wearing right now reflects a Shaman. But once we get here, I'll show you a little bit more what I mean when I talk about how I think it'd be, at least for me personally, how I think it'd be better if my Vulpera was a different class to have her wear it. Otherwise, I may just have her stick with what I've already got right now. Though I will say, I did notice this does look a little funny, because it looks like the horns are coming out of her ears. So it looks a little odd. In that regard, you see that? They're coming out of her ears. But besides that, I've always, I first thought this looked really cool on a Vulpera. Hold on.
Lucky goose and root.
Really? I can't transmog those hands?
Well,
I hate that.
I have many lucky doos. You like? Many.
Alright, that's just unacceptable. There we go. Those hands I can actually transmog. I remember when I first unlocked flying here in BFA, and I was like, oh, look at how cool Zuldazar looks from up in the sky. Woo! One of the things I remember doing, I got on my Sandstone Drake, and I had one of my friends who had not unlocked flying yet hop on my back, and I just flew her around the zone, just so we could both kind of look at it from up high. I was just like, oh, this place looks so cool from up high. It looks so beautiful. And I do like the music here. I've always liked the music of Zuldazar. All of Zandalar, anyway. It's one of the things I actually do like about BFA. I'll always say it's a mixed bag, because I don't hate BFA because there's plenty of things in it I like. There are plenty of things about it I don't like. But there's always going to be things that I look back on and go, I liked that, I liked that, I liked that. A lot of the things that people usually tend to gravitate towards when it comes to talking about things they don't like about an expansion, and this goes back to, I mean, even the more recent examples being Warlords, had to do with some of the late game stuff and end game stuff. You know, like when it came to BFA, what's a couple things that people did not like about BFA? Azerite armors, Azerite power for the heart, as well as corruption. That kind of stuff really hurt the reputation of BFA, along with some other things. But those are things I notice people usually tend to gravitate towards, is endgame stuff. That was one of the biggest reasons people hated Warlords, or at least didn't like Warlords, is because of that stuff. But when it comes to other things, like some of the things I remember I like about BFA, I liked the questing. I liked questing in all 3 of these zones. I really enjoyed it. You know, there were things about the story I liked. I didn't enjoy the war campaign because it had to do a lot with Horde vs. Alliance stuff that I didn't really enjoy, because I don't really enjoy that. And then when I hopped on my Alliance character, I liked the questing. I mean, Stormsong was and Tyrus Guard was but Drustvar was awesome. I loved Drustvar. Mechagon, Nazjatar, I mean, there were some things about it that I thought were cool. It was just unfortunate that there were some things about it and the way it was designed that hurt it, you know, like the leveling the followers that you had down there. Just some of the other ways that they had actually designed for you to do the gameplay stuff in this area. This area was not great to get around in. Having to level the rep there, as well as level the guys in order to progress the story and get the flying. Yeah. I don't look back fondly on the N'Zoth invasion stuff. I believe there's supposed to be one going on somewhere. But anyways, there were something, like I said, there are some things about it I don't like and some things I do like, you know. There were, like some of the music I thought was really cool. You know, there were plenty of characters I did like, you know, like Talanji and Rastakhan are just a couple of examples off the top of my head. Let me go ahead and unlock this Flight Master while I'm here. And of course, it introduced allied races to the game. And I know I'm probably in the minority here, though really I think it seems like a minority because there's a very large vocal chorus, especially on the internet, probably headed up by certain notable WoW streamers that tend to push forward this movement of hating anything that is not human. That's probably one of the more nicest way to put that. That anything that isn't human is something that should not be playable or hated or just absolutely ugh. I'm someone who has always been okay with player choice and options. And when the Vulpera were introduced in BFA, I heard many people saying that they would love to have them introduced as a playable allied race, alongside some other ones, which they still haven't brought forth. But I'm, like for example, there's another race in this very zone that I wish was playable, like the Sethrak. Oh my goodness, look at the little baby Vulpera over here. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my goodness. So I'm sorry, but I like the Vulpera. I think they're an awesome race. I think they have some awesome characters that we encountered throughout this zone and got to meet. You know, I'm sorry. I like the Vulpera, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And I'm not going to, acknowledge the whole ridiculous talk that some people have about them in regards to other stuff. Yeah. No.
Do you have any news?
Your sense of adventure. Oh, there's a typo. Somebody had a typo making this text. Your sense of adventure, your skill, your drive to explore, you just make us so proud. The Horde is better for having us. With that in mind, take this gift. You carry us with you wherever you go. Yep, wherever you, and it just got cut off.
One day at a time, friend.
Yay! So here it is. Like I said, it's, I'm not really that impressed by it. I'm just like, it's okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and toss it on.
I have just the thing, Wanderer. Good fortune to all friends of the Grummels.
I mean, it fits their race. The whole little daggers and knives here, little wrappings, a backpack for scavenging. Like, it makes sense. Given, their race and, things that they usually have a tendency to do. He's so cute! But, I think this would be more appropriate if my Vulpera was, say, a hunter. Or maybe a rogue. Like, I could see this working like as a Vulpera rogue or hunter. It just kind of, comes across that way to me. This doesn't really come across as a Vulpera shaman. That's just me. I'm sure there are going to be plenty of people that, this is completely fine, regardless of whatever class you're playing. And that's okay. That's part of the reason we get these heritage armors, to emphasize sometimes the race rather than the class. So, I don't know if I'm going to, unlike some of my other heritage armors, I think this may be one of the few that I'm actually not going to use, because I just don't necessarily care for it all that much compared to some of the other sets I've got, especially with her being a shaman and all. So, it's not bad, but I don't know. It's one of the more kind of it's okay, as opposed to, oh, it looks so cool and amazing, the next one I'm expecting to work on and get. If you're wondering why I got this one next, is because she's an elemental shaman, and I was you guys know I love shaman class, and I wanted to work on learning and getting better at the elemental spec. So, because of that, that's why I kind of want to finish off with that, and I enjoy going through Legion as a shaman and the shaman campaign and all that. But I think the next one I'm probably going to look to get will be either my Lightforged Draenei or my Maghar Orc. And then possibly my Dark Iron Dwarf after that. So, that's what you can probably expect when it comes to the next heritage armor I might obtain. So, that's 4 heritage armors down. Oh, hold on. Gotta tweet that out. Boop. Here we go. As far as the next ones left to get. By the way, I'm almost to 40 to finally get that title. How about that? I'm also working on this. I just got exalted with Cenarian Circle, my main shaman. I am revered with the Cenarian Expedition, so I'll be working on that so I can get the title. And I believe also the Hippogriff mount, so that's what I'm working on as well. So there's the Lightforge, my Mechanome is at level 10. She has a ways to go. My Dark Iron's at level 30 at the moment. I told you guys I had to recreate my High Mountain, so she's currently a fresh level 10, so I'll be reworking on her. Like I said, my Magheart, he's at like level 41, and my Coltiran, she's like at level 16. So the ones I still have to work on quite a bit are the Coltiran, the Mechanome, and the High Mountain. But my Lightforge is, and my Magheart are pretty close, and then my Dark Armor is kind of almost there. So still have a ways to go, but that is 4 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go. So I'm almost halfway through the Heritage Armors. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.